So I woke up this morning. I talked to my mom about some silly shit that's been happening over in America. And this has probably gotta be the biggest and most silliest thing that Trump has ever said. Video games and video game violence and glorification must be stopped. It is creating monsters. No, you are wrong. That's it. People will go doing horrible things to each other because that's in our genetic makeup as human beings. I live in Canada, and to me, I could really give a fuck less about all of the political agendas and everything from both parties. But the thing is, attacking video games is kind of hilarious in two actions. Like, that kid went out, he bought a gun, and he did it himself. That's it. And to me, it's like, I don't hate Donald Trump, I don't hate Hillary Clinton, I don't care. It's just reading goofy stuff like that. It's like, no. They are not, like, video games do not create monsters. Monsters are their own thing. Video games don't push people into this point where they're just gonna start killing people. It's the same with the Manhunt 2 incident, where they found Manhunt 2. Or not Manhunt 2, sorry, Manhunt 1 in a killer's house, and automatically it was that this game made this person into a killer. No, it's not. And I'm very, pro video games doing what they do. Honestly, if that kid wasn't able to buy that gun, and same with a lot of other things that would have happened, people probably wouldn't have died. Like, if there were more, like, actions and things over there, it probably would have ended better. And that's the thing, it's like, why doesn't anybody see a shooting in Canada? Because of multiple reasons. It is really, really, really annoying to get, like, a gun permit. And also, too, like, I know there's, like, a lot of other things, like, conceal and carry and all that other shit over in America, but we don't have that over here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I know there's probably people in the that would be in the comments saying, oh, there has been shootings over in Canada, and yeah, but very little. Very, very little. Like, it's sad to say that there's more stabbings than there are shootings. And I know from another point of view how, America's just a massive target, so you guys need guns. But in a way, yes, in a way, no. A lot of actions could have been prevented to make that kid do what he did, like on the parents' front. The parents should have kept a closer eye on the person. They should have actually, started to catch the telltale signs of their kid slowly, like, breaking mentally. And, it's just, all I feel that this tweet is just, oh, I'm gonna push the spotlight away from what happened, and then drop it on something else that has been zero part of it. I know it sounds like I'm taking a lot of the liberals' sides over this, but like I said, this shit is goofy. I'm not like everybody else that's saying delete this, Fuck you, seriously. You piece of shit, you're not my president. Then, like, some people are just like, thank you, you're late. Like, oh, the 2012 shit's being brought back up. Hey, it's very mixed. Blame Call of Duty and not the NRA. Like, all these comments are just kind of goofy, too, like, just reading about them. It's very, like, 50-50 down the middle, but still. It's not video games' fault that the kid killed people. It's not. Blame the kid, not the companies. Like, to me, video games have always been an scapegoat when shit like this has happened. Like, the Sandy Hook shooting and all this other shit. And, like, all these other shootings or killings or whatever, it's always, oh, hey, what did that dude do on his free time? Oh, video games? Yeah, no, that's it. Video games don't make murderers. Murderers make murderers. That's what it is. It's kind of like the same thing with guns. A gun can't kill somebody, somebody behind it with the gun has to kill somebody. I don't know. I just find it kind of goofy. Like, to me, how I feel about it, I think tightening gun laws and doing things where kids of that age shouldn't be able to fucking get guns would be a better option. And even over here, like, we have a really weird law with rifles where you're only allowed to have 5 in a clip. Like, let's say if you bought an extended mag, you could still have the extended mag, but there's this bracket in the middle where you can't take it out. And I know if people would actually, like, find a way to try breaking out the bracket, you'd be in a lot of shit because of it. But all I feel is, like, don't jump on video games, because video games didn't really do anything wrong. It's just, it's funny. And all the people that are liking, his posts saying, oh, attack video games, those are people that, for one, have probably never played a video game in their life and have only seen things about it. And the other thing is, too, like, if that kid was so delusional to the point where he thought, like, life was a video game or some shit like that, then that's his fault. The game doesn't do that. Like I said, it was his psyche diminishing over a very long period of time. I don't give a shit if he was bullied or whatever happened to him. Still, if you're having a plan to go out and just, like, massacre all these people, that's your fault. Don't blame anything else. You were the one that did it. Because it's like, how can a video game shoot a gun? It can't. It can't. There's no way. Like, if I had a live demonstration, like, if I actually had a gun, I'd put it on the table and just put like, a very, like, annoying, like, or, like, a very, like, what do you call it? Very graphic video game on it, like GTA. It's like, oh, how is this creating a monster? It's not. Shit's goofy. Either way. There was another thing that I was gonna check up on, too. But, I'll probably save it for another video. But either way, just this shit was kind of goofy. And you guys tell me how you feel about it. Because to me, it's like, that's why I don't jump into American politics, but when video games are on the line, it's kind of like everybody needs to at least say something about it. Because, like, even my mom said when she was out there watching it, because she likes, watching American news and all this shit. Just even her hearing that, she was just like, he's just pushing the spotlight onto something else. It wasn't the fact of, oh, like, this kid got this gun, like, I forget how old he is, like, I think he was, like, 14, 15, who knows? Who really gives a shit anyways? He's a fucking loser that's gonna be getting his fucking butt raped in prison. And what do you call it? And, it's not about, oh, how did he get this gun? How did this happen? Were there any procedures where he couldn't have got this gun? There was nothing. He was just able to buy it and do it. That's why American gun laws are kind of fucked. For that reason. Like, to me, I feel like kids at a very young age shouldn't be able to buy a gun. Like, unless of A, they have a license, and B, people have, like, sanity checks every fucking, time they either try to do something like that. But either way, like I said, this tweet to me just seemed like a massive joke. And it's more funny that it's been, honestly, backlashing in his face, saying, like, video games do not increase violence. Like, I remember, like, when I walked out there, like, a couple minutes ago to make myself a fucking sandwich, like, this dude on the news was just like, oh, like, there's no traits between that. Like, there was no science of any of this. So, to me, it's kind of funny. And I do love how people are just like, oh, I remember hearing this shit in 2012, and it's like, have the gun laws changed? No. It's just goofy. But still, I feel bad for anybody that has been hurt or have lost anybody during this action. But don't go, excuse me, don't go blaming video games when they've done nothing wrong. Your game, like, video games don't subliminally say, go kill somebody. Like with GTA, it's your choice to go murdering people. You have a choice. Game progression's different, but it's like, if you want to just, like, let's say GTA 4, if you want to walk into a fucking restaurant and start lighting up people, you can do that, because it's your choice. And 99% of the time when you kill somebody in that game, they're not good people. That's another thing. So, it's kind of funny, and that's one example. Same for, like, Call of Duty and all these other games, it's like you're killing Nazis. What is it? Gears of War, you're not even killing humans. And, like, all these other games that have came out, it's like, you know, those people aren't bad, so there's a justified reason to shoot them. But still, like I said, this is just a petty attempt just to rekindle an old flame that he probably remembered hearing a long time ago. And he just decided to do it, and everybody's making fun of him, except for the people that are so dense and unintelligent to know that video games don't turn people into monsters. They don't. Like, they don't. This whole thing's, like, to me, I feel it should have just been a big joke. But it's not. Like, he really thinks video games do that. I don't know. And it's like, oh, another thing, too. Why not attack the bullying and bullshit that happened to that kid? But you're still jumping on video games. Like, nobody stood up for him. Nobody did anything. And, you know, he just did it. That's what I mean. Like, what about the bullying? So the bullying's able to stay, but video games need to stop. Like, how fucking warped is your fucking brain process? And like I said, this really doesn't affect me, but this affects companies over in America, and that's like 60%. Maybe a bit more. Like 60 to 50% of the game companies. But, like how I feel about it, like, I see where he's coming from, but there's so many more aspects that he could have jumped on. Like, if anybody knew that the kid was depressed, upset, whatever, and nothing was helping, you know, you jump on it. You tell them, like, they would tell your parents, like, oh, like, he's just being a lot different, whatever. And, you know, things would change by that. But still, it's kind of hard to tell with people when they go down a road like that. They might look fine, but they're just fucking a few fucking sandwiches short of a picnic, if you get what I'm saying. And I don't know, it's just, I knew, like, as Trump is president, and same with Hillary, and, like, if any other possible thing would have went how it was, like, it probably would have just been the same shit over and over, because I know Clinton was on the same route, saying, video games are bad, they're hurting people, and it's like, they don't. Like, here, you know what? I'll get a demonstration. Alright, anyways, I'm back. But see, like, video games are creating monsters. Hold on 1 minute. Alright, there we go. So here we go. I got my GTA out here. And here we go. Let's pop that down here. Is it gonna just attack me? Well, what's happening? Why am I not being attacked yet? Like, why hasn't it gone out and gotten a gun? Like, oh, should I just go out and get one right now? Like, like, am I turning into a monster? Like, is this game gonna be physically attacking me? Oh, wait, oh no, it's coming right for me. No, it's not, you fucking idiots. It's not. The thing that I like to say is, when I fix that, people have violent tendencies, that's it. That's it, people have violent tendencies. When you put somebody in a situation where you know for a fact that they're gonna have to keep dealing with, and all this shit keeps happening, it's like, people lose their shit. They go postal. That's why they call it that saying, people go postal. So, to me it's just, it's extremely goofy. I understand where he's coming from, but, like, at the end of the day, it's like, the video games did nothing wrong. And these people that have had access to guns or anything else, that's their problem. People didn't go up and give them guns saying, here you go, take this, shoot everybody up. No, they bought it some way, and that's how it happened. So to me, it's just, it's ridiculous. And like I said, like, it reminds me of fucking 2002. When more shooting started happening. And then it was just like, oh, here we go. Fellas, here we go. There's video games are on fucking trial again because they did nothing. And even a lot of game companies too are just like, this is a fucking joke. Like, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, have I turned into a monster? Like, have I wanted to kill people? Like, no. You don't want to kill nobody. like I said, it all has to do in here. And that's pretty much it. And I feel, in a way too, I kind of feel sorry for the kid that did that. For two reasons. One, he has no life left. But, like I said, I'm happy he's gonna get his fucking ass raped in prison because he deserves it. And then number two, it's just nobody saw the telltale signs of his slow decline and, I was gonna say decapitation, but no, that's not the word I was looking for. Like, the slow decline of this human, like, losing more and more and more humanity. And it's horrible. It's truly horrible. It's horrible for anybody that has been hurt and killed because of it. And then also, too, it's such a big waste of time, big waste of life. People just, railing off the same shit over and over. And, what happens with that? Nothing. People lost their lives. And then people lose their innocence because of bullying and all this other shit. And that's what I mean. It's like, why, and I said this like a couple times already, but still, like, that's the thing that really gets me. The two big things that get me. Like, the bullying, and nobody jumped on that thing. It was just like, oh, whatever, kids be kids, They do whatever they want to do. They, it's just how people are. It's like, I know for a fact that that kid wasn't getting bullied, that shit wouldn't have happened. Because it's like, when you put somebody in a situation that much, where, like, it fucks with their psyche, it's over. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, the person that they once were is gone. And who knows, the kid could have had some fucking mental issues too that nobody knew about till last minute. And, just think about the constant bullying. You're going to school 7 days a week. Fucking however many hours it is, because over here it was different. But, all that stuff. Like, just going through that, being bullied constantly. And then, his decline was like, hey, I'm gonna, kill people. That's it. And that's kind of another thing with Emperor Trump. He's really, really just wanting to do his thing. And just make sure video games are being hurt by it when they honestly shouldn't be being hurt by it. Shit's stupid. Video games have done nothing wrong over the years. There have been some really, really, really graphic video games. I'm playing one on my other channel. But the thing is, when it comes down to it, it's all your decision. It's your decision. That's it. It's like leaving a mean comment down in the description. It's your decision. Your decision. That's what it is. Everything is your decision. It's did somebody tell him to go do that? Did somebody, suggest him to go kill people? No, it was his decision. You fucking idiots. With your fucking video games are bad, video games are hailing Satan, and all this other horse shit. It's no. And the thing is, as human beings, it's just that, and the thing is, you get these urges, too, where it's man, I really wish I could just off this person, but you never fucking do it. You don't do it because it's insanity. You even thinking that way, it's you have to take a minute to have, a rationalization, and just be it's crazy enough that I even thought about wanting to off this person, let alone I'm gonna go to the store and get something to do it. That's what I mean. I feel that, there should be psychological checks for, what do you call it? For getting guns and stuff like that, to me. Because, for one, you get more jobs. And then number two, it'll make sure that any of these fucking people that are wanting to go out and do this don't do it. And that's what I'm saying. It's there's an easier fix. Making gun laws a little bit tighter. Getting new jobs for psychologists and all these other fucking people to go in and do their thing. And then that would probably happen less. Also, too, maybe fucking change up how many fucking bullets you can hold into a clip. And all this other shit. But anyways, that's people as a whole. We all have our violent side. We all want to hurt people. And that's just how it is. That's how we are as humans. It's that primal part in your brain. I don't know where it is. If I had a diagram, I'd pop it up. But there's just that primal instinct in your brain that's just I really want to fucking hurt somebody. And it's just sad when people let this stuff happen. Like I said, to me, I think the biggest people that are to blame are probably the parents for not knowing that their kid's declining or giving a shit to do anything about it. The school system is another big one. Because, it's not like public schools just can't be oh, hey, I see, you're not doing so good. What's up, buddy? Let's talk about it. And then the person who sold him the gun. Because, I know you can just fucking buy a gun over there. It's not hard. Shit, I've seen, all these videos, about, how easy it is to get guns, except for, California. Because I know California has, a bunch of crazy laws. But, either way, like I said, thank you all for watching. Sorry that this kind of droned on a bit too long. I'll be getting back into recording and doing stuff. But to me, how I felt about it, I really wanted to talk about this. Because it's ridiculous. We've had this happen already before. And to me, it's going to end up like the same thing. Video games won't be changed. It's just another waste of breath. But still, it's kind of nice to talk about and vent. And also, too, it's like giving ideas. It's like, why not just, you know... Sorry, I'm like looking over at my sandwich. I'm pretty hungry right now. But it's like, why do you think there's more stabbings over here than there are shootings? Like, I'm not saying take every single gun away, you know, throw them out, do anything like that. I'm just saying there needs to be a tighter fucking way where people can't be getting guns like that. Like, it's crazy. Like, I think he was 14 or 15, one of the two. A teenager, essentially. Like, how it is over here to get a gun. Like, I think you need, like, a license, you need a permit, you need a lot of shit over here to get a gun. Also, the other thing you can't do either is conceal and carry. You can't hold a gun on you or have anything like that. I know, like, we can have, like, short-barreled shotguns and other things like that. Like, that we can, like, carry. But, like, not... You know, not on your person when you're just walking around, obviously. And that's what I'm saying. It's just, it's really goofy. Like I said, I just feel that sooner or later, or one of these days, like, video games will just quit getting the horrible rap that they get. Like I said, video games do nothing wrong. It's the person's, like, psychological issues that do it. This disease. Like, depression. Depression is a disease. Same with a lot of other things. Like, it's all in the mind. And it's sad to say that, like, so many people have been hurt because of this. And even then, too, like, reading over, like, oh, he like, pulled the fire alarm, like, he was aiming for blood. And the thing is, whatever. He's getting payback for it. And good. He fucking deserves it. But still, it's sad to see human life devolve. That was the other word that I was thinking of. Yeah, just having human life devolve into this fucking... This thing. Like, this horrible, like, fucking, like, tragedy that happened. But what can you do? There's really nothing you can do. And the thing is, it's like, it probably won't stop. Because that's another thing, too. It's like, there's really no way that it's gonna stop. Unless if, like, they tighten gun laws and do other things like that. Making it to where, like, kids that are A, that age, and B, you know, like, kids that are like that won't be able to do it. But still, that's America's problem. But to me, I just wanted to just talk about it. Because, like I said, if anybody still thinks that video games make people into, like, crazy people or whatever, please comment down below. And tell me why. And how. How does it have nothing to do with your brain? And that it's all the game. Like, it would be a little different, like, thinking about that too, even with Manhunt, like, even though how gruesome and bad the game was, as in, like, bad as in, like, you're just murdering people with anything you got. Oh, glass shard, give it to him right in the neck. Even the people that you're killing, they're bad people. They're gangsters, or killers, or mercenaries, whatever. Like, that was the other thing, too. Like, nobody looks at, like, the story when they think of gory games. And even the same with Call of Duty. It's like, oh, what are we killing? We're killing Nazis? Okay. But that's the thing. Nobody looks at the game. Nobody looks at the story. It's just, oh, this thing's gruesome as shit. Like, this dude just, like, put a paper bag around his head and started choking them out. Oh, that's great. Paper bag. Oh, that's good. But, a plastic bag like over the dude's head and just started kicking the shit out of him. It's just, oh, do you know that those guys were trying to hunt that man down? No. Oh, see, there you go. That's another thing. They don't look at that. They're like, it's violent, it needs to be put down. Everybody wants this PC fucking garbage where it's all about political correctness. And sorry, I keep like moving my hand over there. I'm just wanting to make sure that I'm still recording. But everybody wants like this political correct, family friendly fucking horse shit. That's just awful. There needs to be a bit of grit and a bit of fucking grime to fucking humanity. And the thing is, it's that people hate it. Like people that don't like that stuff or whatever. But still, even like trying to force that stuff on anybody isn't good too. Like, you're trying to force people to not have that way of thinking or liking stuff like that. But still, like, that was another really good thing that I brought up. Even with the Manhunt fiasco, nobody looked at the game, was like, okay, you're an escaped inmate, and this dude that's helping you, that's essentially fucking you over, he hired these people to kill you. So you are put in the position to kill somebody. Like, what do? Just roll over and then you win? Like, no, like, you would fight for your life. That's how it is. But it was just the extensive gore and, kill shots that they did. Or money shots that they did in that game. Like, I can see that being a big reason why. And the thing is, too, it's like, even Rockstar hasn't, like, fully fucking recouped from Manhunt's loss. Like, it was such a good series, too. Because it always had to do about with stuff in the brain, and then, like, the first game was the complete different thing from the second. Where it's like, you're just an escaped inmate, like, trying to get out of there. And you have to work with this producer that set up all these people for you to kill them. And, like, the second game is, like, a complete 360 spin. And the game's just like, oh, hey, there's this dude that's with you that you see, like, a lot. And then you guys change roles here and there. Like, the thing that I liked the most about it was that it was, like, focusing on... you're like the brain and everything. The dude had a split personality, where one side of him was bad that like this company programmed into him, and then like the other side was like this like father that like didn't know what was going on. And that's what I really, really liked about the second one. Like, it was just a complete change. And it was focusing more of, like, the psychological, like, torment of what happened. And either way, like I said, that's enough rambling on about games for me. But either way, both Manhunts are fucking great. Play them, torrent them, buy them, whatever, it don't matter. The games are fun, go do it. I love Manhunt 1. I love Manhunt 2. I just wish my TV could get the brightness up a little bit, because some segments are super dark. And about, like, ending off this whole video game thing, just enjoy playing your games. Enjoy doing that. And if Donald Trump's out there listening to this, it's like, you're a big goofball, buddy. Hope you know that. you're a big goofy son of a bitch. Focus on the things that actually matter. Think about, like, there needs to be there needs to be better gun laws. Number one. I'm not just saying take guns out of America. I'm just saying make better gun laws. Make it to where kids just can't get a gun. Second thing. There we go. Second thing, psychological checks. Whoever owns a gun or anything like that should have a psychological check, like, maybe, I don't know how many weeks And another thing, that there's more fucking, what do you call it? Like, there's more jobs coming in from that, and more things, you know, from doing that. Because I still feel psychological checks would help a lot more. Like, get more people doing it. And then number 3. 3 was the big one, but I just decided to do my 2 other ideas. And then number 3, don't attack video games. Like I just fucking, like I just showed. Like, video games don't make me violent. Like, I can just put up like a screenshot of, like, what do you call it? Like, this dude being murdered, and I have my knife on my phone. I'm not just gonna go out there and murder somebody. Video games don't do that. It's not some, like, hypnotization or fucking thing that he thought it was. Just don't attack video games. You need to do things on your end. And don't try to find an easy scapegoat. Because, like, you know how many people buy video games? A fuck ton. You know how many people are probably very unstable and buy games like that? Maybe 30 to 40%, or like 30 to 40%. Maybe 20, maybe a bit more than that. Who knows? Like, it's around that ballpark range. But, like, a lot of people play video games. That's it. That's how it is. And there's no glorification of that. Like, I didn't really get that. Video game violence and glorification must be stopped. It's creating monsters. Then why not Saw? Why not movies? Why not attack movies, too, if you're talking about that? Like, shit, there was, like, some other movie that I remember watching, like, Dread, where it was, like, this dude about, like, putting all these people through things, like, putting them against, like, their worst fears. Like, this one lady was eating meat. So the dude killed her boyfriend, threw a knife on the ground, was like, here you go, eat. Why not attack movies? Why not attack other media? Like, why not attack rappers? Because every rapper's just like, I'ma kill a hoe, shoot a... shoot people, killing, whatever. I didn't want to bust into rhymes, because I was just like, man, that looks super goofy doing that. But still, it's like, why not attack other media then? Like, you're only signaling out video games just because, oh, this happened before, maybe people will listen to me now. It's just, you're a goofball, Trump. You're a fucking goofball. It's crazy how you won your election. Like, I know a lot of bad shit happened behind the scene, but you're a fucking goofball. You're attacking everything. Like, attack the shitty parents. Attack the shitty school system. Attack bullying. Attack things that actually matter. Not, oh, video games are glorifying violence. Ugh, like, this isn't like I've seen this tweet on Hillary Clinton's page. So, you know, I'm just gonna reuse her shit and put it on mine. Oh, it's goofy. It's really goofy. Like, you guys can get me fucking going about this because it's silly. Like, it really, really is silly. Like... And even, too, like, when people came on the news system, we're just like, oh, yeah, you know, he was just wrong about it. You know, it doesn't lead to more people wanting to hurt people or kill people. And it's like, well, no shit. Anybody that has a fucking working, functioning brain would know that. But anyways, I need to stop this now. Like, I'm gonna just fucking break out laughing. Because this was supposed to be a semi-serious video, and it's like, I'm just laughing because it's like, it's so stupid. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I'm not laughing about the shit that happened. Like, I'm laughing about, like, I've seen this tweet before. I've seen these statements being put up before. Oh, wait, you know, we gotta do it again. It's silly. Either way, thank you all for watching.